Radio Project One.
Live by Ineos.
Ja, goedemorgen, we zijn eraan begonnen aan deze prachtige dag. We are live until 2 p.m. this afternoon and we immediately have company in our studio. Our first guest is a very special one. It's none other than the CEO of Project One, John McNally. Very good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome. Do you usually start your day at 6 a.m.?
No.
With a slight smile.
A little bit dark. But anyway, it's nice and brisk and it's going to be a nice day, so looking forward to it.
The rest of the day is going to feel amazing because you started so early.
Absolutely.
Welcome on this very special day. You're here to kick off this radio show with us. It's a great initiative, but why is it important to organize this?
Well, I think it's very exciting that we get to kind of publish our story and we get to go around the world with it. I've got a son in Washington, D.C. who'll be listening in. I've got one in London, and then we've got all of our colleagues in Project One around the world that'll be listening in. I think it's really exciting just to share the story.
Yeah, what feelings are you experiencing being here and looking around? I mean, it's still a bit dark, obviously, but...
It's very exciting. I didn't expect quite the magnitude of what you guys are doing here, so very impressed. I mean, it's a good, very professional setup, and I'm looking forward to the whole day.
All right. Now, Project One is absolutely massive. How do you manage a multi-billion euro project?
How do you manage a multi-billion project?
In a short summary?
You hire a lot of really good people.
That's a smart move.
That's the first thing you do. And then you let them do things. People were asking me the other day, are you on the site every day? I said, God, no, that would be terrible. I let the people work on the site that know what they're doing. And I come once in a while to see how things are moving along. And I help when we have problems. But good people in the right places at the right time. That's how you build a big project.
What is the most exciting part for you about this project?
I think the most exciting thing is that we haven't done this in Europe for so long, like 25 years since we built a big project like this in petrochemicals in Europe. And it just feels great. We're honored to be the ones doing this after 25 years. And we can tell even our competitors are all watching us with envy because they would love to be on this project.
Mm-hmm. In hindsight, are there any things you would have done differently up until now?
I think what surprised us is how difficult it is to get a permit in Flanders. And I'm not blaming Flanders. I think it's a European issue. And I don't know how we would do it differently, but we lost a lot of time playing around with permits. I'd like to look at that again next time.
It's a lot of knowledge that you'd have now.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what we do is we share it with our other colleagues in Ineos. We've got lots of businesses in Ineos, and when they're looking at projects now, we've got a lot of in-house expertise we can bring to bear.
Yeah. So, you mentioned London and Washington already. You are a British American or an American Brit? Which is it?
British American. I was born in the UK, moved to the States, my family, when I was 6 years old. And I got educated there and then came back. And I've stayed in Europe ever since, so I'm backwards and forwards. The Americans think I sound British and the Brits think I sound American.
Yeah, so you're out of place everywhere.
Absolutely.
And welcome everywhere as well.
Well, yeah, I'd like to think so.
Let's hope so. But that means you have a non-Belgian view, of course, on Antwerp and Belgium. What is your opinion about Antwerp and the port on a professional level?
I love Antwerp, actually. I love working here. I love the eclectic nature of downtown in Antwerp. I bring my wife here on occasion. We come for a weekend. In fact, she's coming this weekend. We're going to watch the Flanders cycling tour.
All right, yeah.
So and we always spend an extra couple of days here because it's got a lot of young people, very vibrant. Traffic isn't the greatest, I have to say, but apart from that,
welcome to Belgium in general on that one.
But it's very welcoming, I find.
Yeah. I think it's going to be nice weather as well in the upcoming days and this weekend.
Yeah. We're getting good weather in Switzerland as well, so it's all good.
Picked a good weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a message you would like to share this morning with everyone who is involved in the project?
Well, yes. I'd like to first of all say, everyone stay safe because we've got 2,000 plus people here. We've got another 4,000 or 5,000 people around the world working on the project. It's quite daunting to make sure that all those people come in good shape and leave in good shape every single day. So stay safe and be enthusiastic. This is a fun project. And right now we are going vertical in a big way. And so it's something I always tell my team, you can tell your grandchildren that you were a part of this.
Absolutely. We'll talk about safety a lot as well today on Radio Project One. So we'll hear a lot about that. But of course, it's a radio. So we need a song. John, what is your favorite song that you would like to hear?
Well, I was asked this before. I was quite infamous back in my early days in my career. Infamous for singing one song, which is a southern U.S. gospel song. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen, and I was singing that in the lab all the time. And when I left that job, I taped it and left the tape behind.
Oh God! So they keep on enjoying it. I think there's only one thing to do now, and that's let you sing it on Radio Project One. I think maybe we'll have a bit of silence for this moment.
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Glory, hallelujah.
There we go, and an applause for CEO John McNally. Thank you very much. Is that song also maybe like kind of a play on the permit thing that...
maybe.
That's been a little bit of a problem.
Quite appropriate these days, absolutely.
Nobody knows the trouble you've and a lot of people here have seen, but we're doing great. CEO John McNally, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
For kicking off Radio Project One. Have a wonderful day.
And you too. See you later.
And for these last few minutes, we have John McNally, CEO of Project One, back with us in the studio. Hi, Mr. McNally.
Hello, Alexander.
You started the show at 6 a.m. this morning.
I did.
Yes, you did.
3 degrees centigrade, dark.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure how the day was going to go.
It went very well, I think.
It did go very well. I was very impressed.
Yeah. What are you thinking now, 8 hours down the line?
What struck me the most was the enthusiasm, both from you, Media Mix, thank you very much, but also from our team. I kind of expected it, but it's nice to see it. You had a lot of our colleagues on the microphone talking about their elements of the project, and it's just the level of enthusiasm was really great to see.
Have you been able to follow everything?
No, I have other things to do sometimes.
Of course.
But I did catch quite a bit, and what I caught was really good. I was very pleased with our two landlords, Johan and Jacques, who were very complimentary of the project, and they've been very helpful to us. So I was very glad they made the time to come and join us. And I think their words of enthusiasm were great for the entire team.
Mm-hmm. Enthusiasm, that's a really important word, I think, from today.
That is one important thing today. I think what I also like to see was just the eclectic nature of our team. You had song requests from all over the world. You had Asian songs and Indian songs and East European songs and European songs and English songs and even Deep South songs from United States from me. So I thought that was very good.
I can give you some numbers. We had 25 interviews. We had 150 song requests, more than 1,500 unique and online visitors. That's a lot. And today we received 100 messages. The connection was there.
That's amazing. The 1,500 figure really catches my attention. We have a lot of people on this site, but a lot of them can't do this live because they're busy building a project, so they'll get to catch up on it later. But getting 1,500 people during the middle of the day is quite startling. I'm very impressed.
Very impressed. And the fact that the vice mayor for the port and the CEO of Port of Antwerp, Bruce, were here in our studio. It must give you a nice feeling.
Absolutely. They are landlords. We have got a good relationship, but you know, it isn't easy to get to this radio broadcast because they've got to come in with all their PPE, and it takes them 45 minutes to get here and 45 back, and they're both very busy people. So hats off to them. Very pleased that they took the time to come in and join into this radio podcast.
It's a beautiful collaboration. You have any final message for our listeners?
I'm picking up on this morning. I said, have fun and stay safe. The stay safe is always paramount. But what I like is the enthusiasm. I like to say that this is a project that you'll be showing your grandchildren with pride. And I think today you heard that from all the people that you interviewed. So keep that thought. This is an exciting time in the project. Stay safe and let's get this thing built.
Ja, we zijn er bijna door. Bedankt allemaal om te luisteren en er een mooie en goed gevulde uitzending van te maken. Thank you for the many songs, for the supportive and heartwarming messages. Dear CEO, would you like to announce the final song?
Sure. We will end the show with a joyful African vibe that expresses very well the alive and kicking atmosphere of Project One. And this was Radio Project One. Thanks for listening.
Radio Project One. Live by Ineos.